And welcome back to another episode of The Credit Authority. We are coming to you from sunny Phoenix, Arizona, and we are at the Limitless Expo, and I am sitting right now with my friend Jeff Tomasulo, who is the founder and creator of the educational system for tactical income. How are you?
Good, but you're saying it's sunny? It's freaking hot here.
It is hot.
Very hot. We're in Phoenix in the middle of June. It is 110 degrees outside, Rhonda.
It is. All right, so I'll edit that to saying it's really damn hot in Phoenix.
I know, you guys have it well. You're dressed appropriately. I'm in a monkey suit, and it is really warm when you go outside.
Yeah, I'm not going to take that away. I went outside for a few minutes of fresh air, and you know what I have to say though, every time I go outside, I have the opportunity of meeting with the people that are here at the expo.
It's a great expo.
We're seeing so many entrepreneurs and a lot of real estate investors, other people that are interested in what I'll call just pure opportunity.
Right. You know what it is I like about it is when you look around here, it's a community. Right, and then walking around and talking to different people, and this is something that we do at Tactical Income. We actually create a community inside for each other to help. You know, right? You want someone that's going through with you, and maybe someone who's a little better than you that can help you with some of the questions. And that's what you get at these conferences. You're just meeting people who are successful, and maybe what you want to achieve, or maybe your business is not getting to where you need it to be, and they actually share something with you that you're like, wow, I never thought about that before.
Well,
it's really just
you're
good.
meeting with these amazing people that have scaled their businesses.
Right.
And I think that's what's important. You know, you have a product that is scalable, but you have other people that are here, and conceptually, you know, we've met with a lot of real estate investors, and they're purchasing one property or two properties, but they're afraid to take the leap. So they're here looking for guidance and mentorship.
Right.
And relationships. A lot of people I'm watching these relationships with people with, they're going, I met another guy like me, but I did 2 and he did 10.
Right, and that, you know what, one of the biggest mistakes, if you have younger listeners out there or watching, one of my biggest mistakes was not doing the networking, right? Not building those relationships and keeping those relationships over the years, because that's what you need, because you never know what your future has in store for you, right? So by keeping that network, when you have a situation that you're like, oh, that guy from Phoenix, he did this, or this happened to his property, let me give him a call and maybe he can help me work through it. I think it's extremely important to anybody to continue to build their network.
And I think what happens, and I think it's safe to say that you'll agree with this, when you're in your small community where you reside, right? I live in Mount Sinai, it's a small community. You're in Connecticut, small community. Yep. When you want to reach out to somebody for help, they're not really willing. They'd rather see you fail than see you succeed. So when you want to reach out to the people that you think should be there for you, they're not. So events like this allow people who are nationwide to collaborate and share their story. And what you're finding over and over again is people saying, let me tell you let me save you the time. This is what I did wrong.
Yep.
Let me share the information. I'm using this CRM. I have this appraisal company. I have this property management company. I'm using this system for maintenance.
Depth in your network, right? Like if multiple people do multiple things, and you want to go to the multiple people, everybody has a different take on how they can handle something, and then you fit that to your situation that you have. It's invaluable on so many levels.
Well, look, we have Robert Kiyosaki
doing
our big speak.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are a big fan of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Ironically, even this morning, I posted on social media, pick a guru. It's okay to follow multiple people and take away a little bit from everybody, modify. Because
100%.
Not everybody is gonna fit who you are at all points in time. But it's about the information, the exposure, and understanding what opportunities.
And it's all what we built on. You just need to educate yourself, right? The more education you have, the better you're going to be prepared to handle anything that comes your way. Bottom line.
100%. Now we're sitting here at Tactical Income. We are at your booth
at the
expo.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about the people that you're meeting.
Well, I've met everybody. The funny part is, I said, I'm like the ugly duckling here because this is a real estate investment conference, and everybody's like, well, why would you come to a real estate investment conference if you're focused on the stock market, right? And teaching people how to make money in the stock market. But what is funny is I'm a true believer in having vehicles that could grow your wealth efficiently. And obviously real estate is, and we have a lot of people who flip houses, we have a lot of people who invest in multifamily development, self-storage. We interviewed a guy yesterday, and but on top of that, when you start making money in other areas, you want to have another vehicle where you can leverage your money and make it so it will be able to grow fast, right? So for me to come here and teach real estate investors that, hey, the stock market is a perfect area for them to take whatever they're making in their real estate, diversify out, but have a vehicle that has leverage in it that will be able to make them some really good either income or just help them grow their wealth.
And we've talked about this, offline. A lot of times people get involved in real estate, they think it's so sexy.
Right.
And but at the end of the day, when you're looking at what they're making, they've made 10%, 15%. You and I have spoken about, the tenants and toilets. I think that a lot of times when people look at real estate and they look at the market, they think about this, besides the fact that real estate is tangible, that's probably the only thing. You can show people how to make more money, in many cases, more money without the nightmares of tenants and toilets.
Right, and some people love it, other people don't, but to me it's to diversify out and not have to deal with the headaches of all the stuff that comes along. And the other beautiful part about it, you can do this in conjunction with the tenants and toilets if you really want to. And I love the fact that I could do this anywhere in the world. It's like we like to teach people, we're going to teach them a skill that they will have for the rest of their lives. And what I try to tell people, there is always going to be opportunities in the financial markets, right? So when they knowing that there's going to be opportunities there, if you can take advantage of that, that to me is invaluable.
So out of all the people and the exhibitors that are here today, has there been anybody that you are looking forward to staying connected to?
Well, to me, self-storage, right?
You keep going back.
I'm looking over it because, I heard about self-storage. It is one of those businesses that is so needed in certain parts of the country. And if you can make it work economically, which is this company has shown that they can, and they teach people how to do that. And I love the fact, this is what I love about their company, is the fact that they're doing what we're doing. They have a system of how they make money in self-storage, and then they're teaching people either how to do it themselves or invest with them and let them do just exactly what we do at Tactical Income. We have my hedge fund, so for people who don't want to do it on their own, they can invest in the hedge fund and let me do it. Or if they want to learn how to do it, we teach them how to do exactly what I'm doing. And that's why I'm going to stay in touch with the people. I want to learn how to do self-storage.
There's this very symbiotic relationship there.
Yes, absolutely. But thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Well, it was so good to see you again. And until next time, stay tuned. We're going to be bringing you another episode of The Credit Authority.